Hey guys, welcome back to the DXB Crypto. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are seeing massive green candles. And in today's video, I want to talk about Casper in particular, but I also want to talk about your layer ones. I want to talk about some meme coins that I called and are doing incredibly well. And I want to talk about some of the AI and DePIN projects that we've been holding. Fantastic week all across the board, but let's get into the show. Smash a like if you're new here. So many of you have looked at this picture and told me what's going on with Casper, and I think it's a legitimate question to have, but worry not, because Casper fundamentally is still very sound as a cryptocurrency. But what you have to remember is we only judge Casper by the standards that it performs against BTC, and you can see here I've drawn a line in the sand which I think Casper needs to defend, and it's doing that well so far, very well. This chart you're looking at is Casper versus BTC, and for the longest time anyway, if you look through this side of the chart, Casper outperformed BTC immensely. So since this downtrend, guys, it's got to hold this key level, and you can see here it's already acting positively. So overall, what has changed? Well, fundamentally the project's still the same. In terms of the projects, all the reasons why you bought Casper, being fair launched and all of that, that's all still intact. The technology is still supreme, one of a kind layer one. On the backdrop, of course, there's a conflict going on. Casper is associated with a particular country. I don't know what the whole permutations are of the war, but it seems to me it's very clear that this downtrend was extended by the events that are happening outside of our control. Fundamentally, guys, we don't obviously link investment to politics, but you have to acknowledge that it is the case in some times, because Casper with the KRC20 was just ready to break all-time highs. So the additional pressure of not having a tier one listing, it's also a concern. Having said that, I think for all the right reasons, Casper will do well in the end. In terms of outperforming Sui, I'm not sure, because Sui has a marketing machine behind it. You can see here it's up, sometimes it hasn't even cooled down at all, which is rather unhealthy. Sometimes when the project just keeps running, there will be a correction due, but the sun don't shine forever, and as long as it's here, we might as well shine together. And in the case of Sui, better now than never. Business before pleasure, guys. And that is all I could say about Sui. Whenever the pullback comes, good luck to all of the people that got wrecked trying to short this one, because I'm telling you, it took out some really, really good friends of mine trying to short this since last week, and they just keep getting hit. But in terms of the layer one scene, guys, Alpha is bouncing. Tectum and Cas are the only ones, that are slightly showing red today, understandably. Overall performance, but what these others are showing me is the ability to react with the market, which is good, and I'm sure Casper will do that, and I Tectum has actually been doing that in worse conditions. Okay, now in terms of course AI and DePIN, we looked at Tau, we looked at all of these. I think all is showing a very, very good promise there. And listen, everything is up. When everything is up, it's hard to gauge. I think aitech will have a fantastic week next week as well, if the market continues to hold. But overall, guys, it's a very, very bullish scenario. You just have to see if there's a black swan in the war, and that could swing the market one way or another. In addition to that, my crypto buy signal is showing me that we are still in the all signal to buy, right? 20%, 10% shouldn't discourage you. Do not buy green candles. Having said that, deploy your capital wisely, but be in this market, guys, because when things move, it's just going to catch you off guard. And I think that is something that you don't want to do. So we're still, very close to this line, meaning that we are in the perfect place to keep buying crypto. Now, another bullish news here, guys, is that the UAE has approved or exempted tax from crypto transfers. This is incredibly bullish, because a lot of people have been doing this under the table. Of course, it was illegal, but now you can obviously feel very happy that this is happening again. Visionary leadership, a fantastic government, country. UAE is leading the way to becoming the crypto digital asset of the future hub I think this is going to be the place where all the crypto companies have already started locating into. So very, very good for me, for you if you're moving to Dubai, and anybody else in crypto. That's fantastic. Now we've got data coming out this week. Just look out for that. We've got the war situation that we need to keep an eye on. I think the way Bitcoin's building, I'm very optimistic overall, but I can see a flash crash if the war extends and descends quite fast. In other news, I'm monitoring some key plays within the layer 2s. I think we will have a layer 2 season, and you can see here Blast. The ecosystem of Blast right now is valued at 1.4 billion in TVL. Mantle 1.27 billion, Scroll 1.2 billion. Now Base is now pushing very, very aggressively to take over, still half the size of Arbitrum, but I think we are due for an L2 run. Guys, focus on any kind of key place within that, and I will share any facts in the Discord in terms of the place that I'm currently monitoring. So overall, it's been a fantastic weekend, bit against the grain, but guys, we are almost there. And hold on to your bags and add to your bags. Do nothing else, guys. Do not trade. Do not do anything else. Just hold at this point of the market. That is my honestly best advice for everybody here. Don't think about your bags and what's in it. Just hold, be comfortable with what you've got, and add to your strong winners. All right, guys, been your host, and I will see you on the next one.